Aloha and e komo mai, or welcome as the Hawaiians say, to yet another excitingly unpredictable episode in what has been, up until now, our Van Life in Hawaii series. After living in our sweet little Westie on Maui for 2 weeks of wild, wild wonder, today you're catching a flight with us to the third largest of the Hawaiian Islands, which happens to be home to about 80% of Hawaii's total population, and thus is often referred to as the gathering place. Welcome to the stunning island of Oahu. Oahu! Here we go. Upon arriving to our second Hawaiian island, we were greeted by Drew's cousin, Noah, who serves in the Navy at Pearl Harbor. He gave us a tour of his ship, which is a missile destroyer.
What boat are we on?
We're on the USS Chaffee. This is Noah's boat, our cousin.
Hey Noah. What's up, cousin? Here we are. We're learning all about the 5-inch gun here. There's the bridge. This is a massive ship. They're in port for a while doing some reservation.
After that, we were taken to our hotel, which felt more like a spa, especially after 2 weeks of living in our pop top. And we arrived just in time to watch the sunset on Waikiki Beach. It was a lot of fun having a hotel and various Airbnbs to use as exploring hubs for a change. But what we really enjoyed was getting to experience the island with a local, which also meant going on a few hikes we probably wouldn't have found on our own, or felt comfortable hiking otherwise.
Are you feeling very meditative this morning?
Feeling super meditative. How can you not? Look at the view.
Dude. Thanks for bringing me up here, dude. Killing it.
Oh, and we can't forget to mention that rainbow we saw the morning we ran up Diamond Head.
We're on our way to Diamond Head.
That's a lot of steps.
A lot of steps. The Diamond Head crater. Here we go. It's madness up there. Absolute madness. So gorgeous. Look at that.
That's amazing.
Wow.
We were also introduced to some of the best delicacies on the island, like Leonard's malasadas, the Portuguese donut holes filled with coconut custard that have been keeping locals and tourists happy since 1952. Thank you.
Babe, look at this ridiculous treat.
That looks amazing.
That is shaved ice.
This is matcha shaved ice.
Take a lick.
Red beans.
Holy cow. I can't wait to dig in. Oh man.
And of course, you know we had to stop at the roadside fruit stands. They're called longans, and I think after we eat one, we're gonna understand why.
I've never had something like this, so.
Oh, I see it in there. Oh, it's like a giant,
so juicy.
big white grape. Whoa. It tastes like a pear.
It's really sweet and juicy and citrusy and
Oh my gosh, it's delicious.
kind of like the consistency of a grape.
And though we never got to drink a Hawaiian coconut, we did get to learn how they shuck them.
So you just push it through and keep rotating. Yeah, wow. Wow.
Yeah.
You've done a lot this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wrong, girl.
Wow.
Oh yeah, I've been doing this for years.
Yeah. You got the method down.
I go to the beach and sell them sometimes,
Yeah.
but I usually sell them to all the vendors.
And no trip to Oahu is complete without checking out the surf on the North Shore, especially when you're there for one of the best contests of the year, with winter waves averaging 16 feet, but swelling up to 50 during peak season.
Nice carve to start, working down the line, looking for more, and the waves getting really fast.
But nothing compares to what we saw next. Dunna, dunna. Guys, today we're going shark diving.
With Galapagos and sharks.
That guy. We're going with that guy. Hopefully he doesn't take off a limb.
Once we arrived to the cage, located 3 miles offshore, it was time for a little debriefing before diving right in.
These are bottom-dwelling sharks that are nocturnal hunters. They hunt at night. During the day, they sleep. This is them sleeping.
They're all meditating then.
They're meditating, yeah. They're very peaceful. The reason they're here right now is because for the last 60 years or so, crab fishing industry out here sets their crab pots all over the place. The bottom of the ocean here is basically kind of like a desert. Lots of sand, some rocks, not much else.
How deep?
Right here, about 450.
Okay.
So these guys stay at the bottom of the ocean, but when the crab fishermen come out here, they pull their pots up, and they keep their catch. They toss their bycatch, anything they don't want to keep, anything they weren't trying to catch. Also, they have a big chunk of bait in there too. So basically, any extra stuff gets tossed overboard. The sharks figure out over time that if they follow the boats around, they can get a free meal out of it. They think we're feeding them. We're not feeding them.
And then it was time. Just hopefully not snack time. It was pretty mesmerizing watching these magnificent feared creatures gracefully glide through the deep blue sea. Though, I do have to say, I was pretty happy we were in a cage, at least for our first time experience. Mahalo to the North Shore Shark Adventures crew for this terrifyingly unforgettable experience.
It's so clear and cool to make eye contact with us and watch them come. They're coming right at you.
Now that we got you all filled in, it's time to swing into today's episode, our last day on Oahu. As you can tell from all the clips that you guys just got to enjoy, we've really been loving Oahu, and we're a bit sad that it's our last day, but we have some great things in mind that we're hoping to squeeze in, so let's see what we get into. Oh, and this is our little place called Hula Heaven.
Good morning.
He's all loaded up with our goods.
We got a lot of things to put in the car. We're going on a full day adventure, and thanks to you guys for giving us some of those tips. Look at our little front porch. Nice to have a little piece of serenity here on Hawaii, all to ourselves to enjoy.
Alright, got Mrs. Adventure at the wheel. Thanks, Noah, for letting us use your car while we're here.
Thanks, man. You're really helping us save some bucks while we're here on Oahu.
Living in something that doesn't have wheels. You can see the old sugar mill out there, actually.
Taking you guys on a little tour and detour through the old sugar mill. This thing looks like it's been out of commission for quite some time. They've turned it into a co-op and some board shaping factories.
Our first stop has us driving nearly entirely across the island. And we arrived to our destination, only to find out that the trail was closed. Why did the rooster cross the road?
Because the trail was closed. Even he's bummed.
Luckily, right around the corner from our closed trailhead, we found the Leon Arboretum, a 200-acre botanical garden located at the upper end of Manoa Valley. It ended up being the perfect place to walk and listen to the rain pitter-patter on all the leaves, and the birds as they all sang their rain shower songs.
Not that bad.
This is an elephant palm? Elephant something.
They're huge.
And they're so thick, they feel like plastic. They're actually like historically used as natural umbrellas, rain covers.
Perfect for you.
Look at this flower.
Open up.
I've never seen anything like that before. Oh, and it has a hole on the bottom?
Yeah, it's like that was like
where it was connected.
the way it grew and its petals grew upward.
He's got like a serious mustache.
How'd that look? Hey, that way.
It's pretty.
Little Fu Manchu.
You should dye your mustache hairs purple and yellow on the tips.
Like a dragon.
Needless to say, with over 800 species of these vibrant exotic plants to discover, we were pretty happy our hike led us here. Also found this on the floor. I don't know what this is, but it kind of reminds me of like
I think all the all the blooms came out maybe.
Yeah, all the flowers. And then look at these little lavender berries. The pattern in there is unbelievable. All these little guys are gonna bloom.
Wow, and even back in here, look at these things. Holy cow. Look at how beautiful that is. It's really starting to rain. Ah!
Take cover under the giant leaves.
It is coming down out there. We'll hide out in here.
Where's next?
Next stop, Koko Head.
Whoa. 990 feet of elevation gain in less than a mile.
Don't mind the gun range. There's bullets being shot left and right. That's those loud sounds you keep hearing.
These old railroad ties were used by the military to transport supplies up to the lookout at the top of the summit. This was before World War II. And now it's a popular place for getting your sweat on.
It just got a little bit trickier. We're elevated on the railroad track where there's a huge gap between each of the railroad ties.
Whoa.
And we could possibly drop through if we're not careful where we're stepping. So I'm gonna show you for a second. I'll put the camera down so I can focus. Hopefully I don't get a weak link.
I don't want to miss one of these. Just a few more steps. Trying to keep a steady pace. No stopping. Didn't even look behind to look at the view yet. What do you guys think? Is the view nice? Is it worth it? I hope so.
Hey, 4 times. Oh my god, that's one. Yeah. What? Yeah, 4. Nice job, man.
Right? We all think we're sweating.
I know.
We made it to the top, and just as we suspected, the view and feeling of accomplishment totally made it all worth it. Not only could we see the volcanic cone that Hanama Bay sits in, but further off to the west, we could see Diamond Head, where we enjoyed that incredible rainbow just days before. On top of that, we could even see the buildings of Waikiki Beach off in the distance. See you later, Koko Head.
You were good to us.
Sorta. Whoa. There's definitely a homeless problem out here.
This is the Skid Row of Hawaii.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. Can't even believe that's acceptable.
They have such an amazing view. This is crazy. Wow. They need somewhere to go.
So my cousin recommended that I get plate lunch at Ono's Steak and Shrimp Shack. Here it is.
Sure is sunny looking.
Ono Steaks Parking.
Ono meaning delicious in Hawaiian.
Topped with papaya mango salsa. Ooh,
Wow. $4.
sounds really good.
That's the menu. Pictures. Drew ended up going with the special of the day, which we got to go so we could enjoy one last swim on our very last day.
We're going away, yeah, we're going away, you and me. Feeling the sun on my
my face in Hawaii. With you, Hawaii. Then it was my turn to indulge in one of my very favorite things, a Hawaiian papaya, which tastes more like a mango. So delicious. We won't ever come down. We won't ever come down low. Feeling the sun on my face in Hawaii. With you.
This morning we started out in Haleiwa here. We drove through the center of Oahu down towards Honolulu, where we went to the Manoa waterfalls, which happened to be closed, and checked out the Botanical Gardens. Then we went a little bit further south to the Koko head. Then we drove up here along the eastern coast and enjoyed some time at the beach, got lunch, and now we're going to head up the east coast all the way to Leh.
Leh Point. Let's see what you got.
There's the 3 peaks that we climbed the other day.
These 3. Yeah, Noah took us on one of the gnarliest hikes of our lives.
That was epic. There were a lot of ropes. We had to pull ourselves up, and it was up and down. You actually get to climb 5 peaks in one day because you never climbed the last one twice.
It was pretty epic. Coming from there, going all the way down there, and all the way up that. Right now we're driving past a little island known as Chinaman's Hat. We made it to Leh Point, home of the beautiful view of Kukui Luhua Island. I think I said it right. Check it out. Feeling the sun on my face in Hawaii. With you, Hawaii. With you, Hawaii. With you, Hawaii.
Since leaving Pop Top Life, we've really been enjoying these hotel and Airbnb showers.
Yes, we have. Multiple times a day, and it's really hard to get out.
Yeah, it feels so good to be clean all the time. But we gotta get snapping. We gotta go.
Okay.
We got all these bags to finish packing, get in the car, and get down to the airport. Gonna miss this front porch view and the surfing.
Drew was not the slow one today. That was me. I went for a nice long run this morning. I wanted to experience one more activity on Oahu before leaving because I have just fallen in love with this island. A few other things we were hoping to squeeze in was trying musubi, which is a local delicacy. It's rice with some seaweed and Spam, I think, on top of it.
Oh yes, it is.
Drew's gonna be the one to try that. Maybe the big island will have musubi. There's actually a huge Asian influence on Oahu, which has been surprising and very fun. We've really enjoyed Thai food and sushi and what's that called? Oh, the shaved ice with matcha on it. That was absolutely delicious. After one incredible week, our time on Oahu had come to an end, and we were off to soar to yet another one of the Hawaiian Islands. If you enjoyed this week's episode, be sure to gently tap that like, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on notifications so you don't miss next week's episode when we take you to none other than the Big Island. We can't wait. Until then, adventure and love always.